Hey guys, come with me today as I just spend a pretty normal day at work. I look a bit worse for wear because I have been sick, but I'm feeling a little bit better today. Don't mind these Prada bags, bitches. Yeah, but I'm starting my day. I'm at a warehouse, a little industrial area, picking up a welder and a cold saw cutting machine, which is to cut steel, because I am welding some steel frames for a staircase for a musical that I'm going to be in, which I'm also building the set for. We're doing Juliet, and I'm playing Romeo. So yeah, I'll bring you along. You can see what I do and see a bit of Wollongong. So I've made it to the steel fabricator's place. So I've got to go and pick up some 8-meter lengths of steel. Okay, sorry about the kind of awkward filming at the steel place. I zoomed in really far and then it was like, oh, it's all janky and shaky. Anyway, I'm more awake now because I've been running around town. Before I go to the theatre to start welding, I'm going to quickly duck off to another friend from theatre's house where I installed 17 doors for him and his partner. So I'm just going to go and fit the last couple of door handles, and then I will be on my way to the theatre down the other end of Wollongong. And hopefully, my plan for the day is I would really love to be able to weld the entire steel frame today. Because tomorrow, the director and a couple of cast members are going to come through and we're going to hopefully plot out the stage and see where all of our flats are going to go. Flats are just walls in theatre. And yeah, just make sure that everything works out measurement wise. Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't rain. It is looking like a little bit overcast, but because I'm going to be welding most likely in a driveway. The workshop is basically very much a storage space and not big enough for me to be welding large lengths of steel inside it. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, got about a 20-minute drive now out to Albion Park or Tullambar. So I'll check in later. Okay, so classic me, I left the house without actually getting all the things that I need for the day. So I've come home for a moment, and I need my drawings, as you can see. No, not that one, and not that one, not that one either. Or that one. These drawings. If you can see that, I don't know, it's on selfie mode. Pulleys. So I'll take this, take a pen, because that is useful. And I also need I needed something else. Oh, my shoes. Because usually after I finish a day of work, I try to go to the gym. Because if I come home and then try to go back out, it ain't gonna happen. Okay, made it to the theatre. I've just unloaded majority of my stuff, and it's about 11 o'clock now, so I'm gonna eat some food because I'm feeling a bit woozy. All I've had is coffee today, but I've messaged another one of the cast members, Talia, to see if she wants to come and help out, because I know that she's kind of into like handyman stuff, and she lives, I think, around the corner from the theatre. So she said that she might come through, so I won't be alone, which will be nice, and she can help me out, do a bit of cutting the steel to length for me, and maybe I'll teach her a bit of welding. But I'm starving. Oh, my bar broke. Okay, now I need to change the blade on the saw, cold saw, that's meant for cutting the steel. So yeah, you don't usually have to do this, but it's time. The other blade is quite worn out. go. We got all of our pieces cut for the frames, and then when Talia gets here, I'll probably get her to cut the connections between the two sides. I'm going to move on to welding. Alright, with welding you have to be pretty careful because molten metal spurts out everywhere. I have accidentally kneeled on a blob of molten metal in shorts before. It really hurts. I had to like dig it out of my knee. It was pretty brutal. But yeah, it's also really bright, so you have to wear a helmet which is light sensitive, so it actually has a battery, and when it sees a spark it goes really dark, but when there's no spark it's clear, so you can see what you're doing. It only goes blackout the minute that you have that first arc from the welder to the metal. Also, if you're welding anything, you actually have to connect it to the circuit, otherwise it won't actually spark. So you do have to be a bit careful because you can spark yourself. And also you need to wear gloves and a long shirt preferably. Once I was welding in t-shirt and shorts, and I don't think I even had gloves. I had it was almost like sunburn from where my t-shirt ended to my hand. It's pretty brutal, so you have to be careful. I did a short course in welding at TAFE just so that I felt confident, because I was like, oh, it seems scary, I don't want to just have at it. But since I did my short course, I have used it so often, and it is so handy. I'm making a staircase out of a steel frame because it would look a lot better than a staircase out of just black timber and ply, which would block the set pieces behind the stairs, and we want to actually be able to see through it and maybe decorate the frame with LEDs. If you kind of have a look at how I've kind of laid it out, all those framing parts will be able to have LED strips all around it, so it'll actually look really cool. It'll also be painted black. Okay, Talia's on the fucking cold saw. Yeah!
Actually, hang on. Redo.
Not unprofessional, you're great.
All right.
Love it.
Here we go.
Yeah. Very good. Okay, we've got two sides welded together. It all looks a bit rough now because it's got spatter all over it, but tomorrow I'll put the connecting pieces in between the two frames so it'll look like a staircase. And then we'll be putting some ply on top. Almost done. And we're done.